Microsoft accusing Chinese state-sponsored hackers of using flaws in its SharePoint document management software. The company says that this is a hacking campaign that has targeted businesses and government agencies around the world. For more, let's bring in Bloomberg cybersecurity reporter Jeff Stone. Jeff, on the one hand, obviously it's incredibly unethical for anybody to hack a system, but if it has flaws, it's kind of open season, no? Why does it have flaws?
That's right. It's just a really big, complicated, expensive issue for any company, not just Microsoft, to try to fix, especially when there are government-sponsored intelligence agencies that are trying to attack this software. Microsoft says that it's the Chinese government, in fact, that is using SharePoint as a foothold into all kinds of victims.
Yeah, and I want to just mention that the Chinese embassy has said that China firmly opposes all forms of cyber attacks and cybercrime. It also opposes smearing others without solid evidence. So that's from the China side. Microsoft says it's acted quickly, but we have hacks from, for example, the Rhode Island General Assembly. I mean, who could want information from the Rhode Island General Assembly? What's in there? It's
hard to know. I think another really important target has been the U.S. Department of Education. There's all kinds of intelligence.
Which is going away, apparently, right?
Well, that's a different issue, but there's all kinds of important information that any government might want. That might be about legislative moves or any information about the way that the U.S. government, including a state like Rhode Island, is thinking about Chinese policy.
Microsoft has obviously had issues like this in the past. Has it been able to overcome them swiftly? And is this, on a bigger scale?
It has. This is pretty consistent with some of the issues that Microsoft has experienced before. The company has been really undergoing a really large transformation in the way that they treat cybersecurity. It's a target because it's so widespread. It's such an international product that it's really difficult for them to keep up with what's happening. But they've already released security updates for this issue, and yeah, I certainly expect them to recover.
Yeah, I mean, if these flaws are on servers, if that's the way in, I mean, can you just issue a patch and then it's all fixed, or is there something a little bit more endemic here at risk?
Yes, there's two ways of using SharePoint. One of them is to use it on the cloud, which is not affected according to Microsoft, but a little bit of an older way to use SharePoint in particular is on-premise servers. So those are the ones that are vulnerable. It is about installing a patch and making sure that you're keeping ahead of these attackers.
Any signs that somebody might stop, using Microsoft as, a customer, for example, or might move away to use some other kind of service as opposed to, trying to deal with all these hacks all the time?
Not yet. We know that Microsoft, like I said, is so widespread. It's so reliable in other ways, including a lot of security ways, that we'll see. In previous instances, that has not occurred.